Hi everybody and welcome to Introduction to HTML. Let's begin. Okay, so let's see what we need to do here. So in the code editor to the right, type your name in between the H1 tags, then press run. Okay, so let's say our name is Bob, or my name is Bob, like this, and we press run, and there you go. And now we continue. Okay, you can study the diagram here. There's no task here, so we can just, or I can just continue. Okay, let's see what we need to do here. So add a body to your web page using the body element. Okay. And there you go. Let's press run. Great. And now add the following code between your opening and closing body tags. Okay, so we can just copy that and paste it like this, and then we run. Perfect. And now we can see the paragraph right here, right, in the browser. Okay, let's continue. Add the paragraph below as a child of the div element. Okay, again, let's copy the paragraph right here. Let's see, I'm going to place it right here, right, like this, and then we press run, and there you go. Okay, let's continue. Now that you know how to structure HTML elements, we'll spend the rest of the lesson building an informational website using some of the most common HTML elements. We've put some elements in to get you started, but you'll write the rest of the page on your own. Below the H3 heading that says Features, add an H2 heading that says Habitat. Okay, no problem. So below the H3 heading that says Features, so right under here, we're going to add an H2 heading that says Habitat. So let's do that. So H2 Habitat, and then we need the closing tag. And there you go, and we press run. Below the Habitat heading, add an H3 heading that says countries with large brown bear populations. Okay, so again, right here, or below the H2 element, we type H3, and then we could just copy the text right here so we don't waste too much time of the video, like this, and we paste it, and then we need the closing tag. So H3, and then we press run. There you go. On the next line, add one more H3 heading that says countries with small brown bear populations. Okay, so again, we just go right here and type in H3. We copy the text that we see right here, paste it, and then again we need the closing tag, and then we run. There you go. And finally, on the next line, add an H2 heading that says media. Okay, so H2, and then we type in media like this, and then we use the closing tag, and we click on run, and there you go. Perfect. So let's continue. Below the H1 heading that says the brown bear, add an opening div tag. Place the closing div tag after the H3 element that says Features. Remember to use your spacebar to add 2 spaces of indentation when you nest elements. Okay, so first let's begin with the first one, with the first div tag, or the opening div tag. So below the H1 heading that says the brown bear, so right here, we are going to type in div like this. So we have the opening tag in place, and now we are going to indent the other elements with 2 spaces like this. And now let's place the closing div tag after the h3 element that says features. Okay, so I actually forgot that we don't need to indent all of them. So we stop right here, and right here we are going to place the closing div tag. Okay, so let's see, div like this, and now let's press run, and there you go. Now above the h2 element that says habitat, add an opening div tag. Okay, so right here we are adding the opening div tag, and close the div tag after the h3 element that says countries with small brown bear populations. Okay, so right below here we are going to add the closing div tag, and of course we are going to indent the elements between the opening and closing div tag that we just added, so 2 spaces. There you go. So let's just press run. There you go. And now above the h2 element that says media, add an opening div tag. Okay. And place the closing div tag right above the closing body tag. Okay, so right here, like this, and again we indent two spaces, right? And then we just press run, and we are done with this part of the lesson. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so add an ID attribute with the value introduction to the div tag that's below the brown bear h1 heading. So this one. Okay, so we type in ID, and then we type in introduction, like this. Okay, and we press run. Now add an ID attribute with the value habitat to the opening div tag that has the habitat h2 heading as a child. Okay, so there we have it. So ID, and then we type in habitat, and we press run. Great. And now add an ID attribute with the value media to the opening div tag that has the media h2 heading as a child. Okay, so right here, and type in media like this, and we press run, and we are done here. So let's continue. Below the h2 element that says about brown bears, add a paragraph opening and closing tags, and inside of the tags put the following text. Remember to always add 2 spaces of indentation when you nest elements inside of divs for better readability. Okay, so we go right here, and we create the paragraph tags. There you go, and let's just copy the text here, and we paste it right here, and we click on the run button, and there you go. And now below the h3 element that says features, so below here, right, add a paragraph with the following text. Okay, so we do exactly the same thing. So we just add the paragraph tags. Let's see, like this, and then we just copy the text here, and we paste it between the opening and closing tags of the paragraph element, like this, and we press run. Awesome. And now under the H3 element that says countries with small brown bear populations, so right here, right below this element, add a paragraph with the following text. Okay, so again, the opening paragraph element tag and then the closing one. Like this, we copy and we paste and we press run. Great. Okay, so let's continue. In the first paragraph that starts the brown bear, emphasize these two words, or yeah, you can see them right here, using the emphasis element. Okay, so let's do that. So we go right here and we add the opening tag, so em, and then we add the closing tag, em, like this, and we press run. And there you go. And now in the paragraph under about brown bears, make the words least concern strong using the strong element. Okay, so right here, right, this is what we are going to change. So we first, begin with the opening tag of the strong element, and then we use the closing tag, right? So strong like this. And watch this change, right? So run, and there you go. So now you can see the difference, right? Okay, so let's continue. Add 2 line breaks after the sentence that ends with least concern. Okay, so right here, let's see. BR, and then another one like this, and we press run, and there you go. Okay, let's continue. Under the heading that says species, create an unordered list. Do not add any list items to the list just yet. Okay, so down here we type in UL, and then we create the closing tag of the unordered list. So let's see, like this, and then UL, and we press run, and now we'll probably add some list items. So yeah, add the following list items to the unordered list. Okay, so we go right here and we type in LI, and let's add the closing tag LI, and I'll just copy that and just paste it a few more times here so that we have 4 list items, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, and now let's just copy the items and paste in between the list item elements that I just created. Okay, so take the second one. And there you go, and let's press run, and perfect. So yeah, and you can see the everything that happens in the browser right here, right? But of course, if there's any questions, just feel free to ask. So yeah, so let's just continue. So under the heading that says countries with large brown bear populations, add an ordered list. Do not add any list items to the list just yet. Okay, so countries with large brown bear populations. So right under here, we are going to add the ordered list. So OL, and then we need the closing tag like this, and we press run. Great, and now add the following list items to the ordered list. Okay, so we use the list item, oops, my bad, the list item element or elements. All right, we need how many? 3. Okay, so 3 of them. So I'll just copy and paste 1 time and 2 times, right? So first we add Russia, like this, and then United States, and then finally Canada, like this. Okay, and we press run, and the list will of course show up in the browser right here, or down here, I'm sorry. So right here under countries with large brown bear populations. So let's press run, and there you go. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so under the Media H2 heading, add an image. Use the following URL as the source for the image. Okay, so right under here, we are going to create the image element. So img, right? Let's see. Oops, my bad. Like this. And now let's add the source attribute. And our source is right here, the URL that we are going to copy. So copy, and then we paste it right here. And as you can see now, we don't have an image right here under the media heading, but when I press run, we have an image, right? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, add the alt attribute to the image and include a description. Make sure the description accurately describes the image. Okay, so we need to go down here and type in alt. And what we see is, of course, a brown bear. So we can just write a brown bear, right? Okay, and we click on run. Perfect. And now let's continue. Okay, let's see. Under the image, create a video tag and add the following video URL as the source. Okay, so we're going to place a video right here, right? Yeah, let's go down here, right under the image element, and create the video element. Like this, and let's copy the URL like this and place it inside the source attribute like this, and let's press run. There you go. And now next step, define the width of the video as 320 and the height as 240. Make sure to also include the controls attribute so that we can actually play the video, right? Play, pause, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's create or use the width and height attributes and the control attributes. And we are going to place them inside the opening tag of the video element. So let's begin with width, right? And we want it to be 320. Oops, and then we need the height attribute. And we want the height to be 240. And then we just add the controls attribute. Controls like this, and now let's see what happens. So we press run. There you go. So now we have the height and the width set, and of course we have also the controls that we needed to actually play the video, right? Play, pause, and change the volume and make it go full screen, right? Make the video go full screen. So yeah, in between the opening and closing video tags, add the phrase video not supported, which will be displayed if the browser is unable to load your video. Okay, so we just go right here and type video. Let's see, video not supported. And we press run. And we are done with this part of the lesson. And now let's continue. And it looks like we are actually done with the whole lesson. So this is it for today, guys. If you found the video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Codecademy. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.